on draft night. Nobody was expecting this whatsoever. A.J. Brown to the Eagles. So if A.J. Brown gets 1,500 yards this season, then what?
If A.J. Brown gets 1,500 yards this season, then that must mean that Jalen Hurts finally got over those accuracy issues that he had. He's putting the ball on point because I think A.J. Brown is a guy who can get that. You've just got to get him the ball. That's the main thing, and that's really what the knock on Jalen Hurts has been this year is that he can't put the ball where it needs to be. His deep ball is subpar. Even his short ball is subpar. He doesn't throw with enough power. That's what everybody says. So if A.J. Brown gets 1,500 yards, then clearly either one of two things happen. Either he is more accurate or Gardner Minshew just said, hold my beer, and he did a little mullet flip and then just went crazy, and everybody is standing there with their pants down like, what just happened, So that's how.
Yeah, so the first comment in the chat here, if A.J. Brown gets 1,500 yards this season, then the Eagles win 6 games. Wow, that's kind of a stretch. So my answer is if A.J. Brown gets 1,500 yards this season, then the Eagles are the NFC favorites to win the Super Bowl. I think this team is going to be made or break through the legs and hands of A.J. Brown. If A.J. Brown is getting enough catches and enough, throw balls thrown at him to get 1,500 yards, they are doing good things. When a receiver has 1,500 yards, they're doing damn good things on the offensive side of the ball. The only thing that we could question is the defensive side, and the defense is really underrated, to be honest. I mean, that defense is probably top 13, top 12, defense in the league. So if they can just hold a team to 10 points, 17 points a game, and A.J. Brown is putting up 100 to 150 yards per game, good things are going to happen. So I do like that. So people in the chat says if A.J. Brown gets 1,500 yards this season, then the Eagles are playing from comeback wins. So a lot of comebacks. Possibility, I guess. I mean, what do you think about that? Do you think they're going to be coming back from a lot of comebacks?
Personally, I don't think that the Eagles are going to be down that much this year if they're as good as they're supposed to be. I guess they could have some comebacks. I've always kind of looked at it as a win. I don't really care how it gets there.
Right.
A lot of people are like, oh, well, they only won by a point. Well, you tell me in the win column, does a 1-point win or a 20-point win, does it change the one? Does it go to a different side or does it add a 2 or anything? No, it's always going to be just 1.
You're exactly right.
So that's kind of
maybe he was saying that. So kind of like that Kirk Cousins effect. Kirk Cousins got a lot of his yards when they're getting blown out, right? So maybe that's what he meant by that. They're down 40-10 going into the fourth, and they're just throwing the ball all over the place. So maybe that's where he'll get a lot of his mop up to duty. But I think if he does well, the Eagles are going to be a very, very dangerous team.